Welcome back to the shittiest, jankiest Brew 2 channel on YouTube. This is Silverhammer Brewing, and I'm Maxwell. Currently here by myself. We'll shortly be joined with Eli. We are brewing a brown ale today. It's going to be about 5% alcohol, roughly 18, 19, 20 IBUs. It's not going to be an exact science. And I don't know how to fucking tell the difference between 18 and 20 with my mouth. So I'm just going off what the calculator's saying. But anyways, brewing a brown ale, calling it Sasquatch. We got a little bit of a new addition today. So for you guys that are just joining in, everything's DIY. Super janky. Been doing everything on an 8-gallon kettle that you see right here. We're no longer mashing in that 8-gallon kettle. We are mashing in this, which is a 10-gallon igloo cooler. Doing it for a few reasons. I know a lot of people go from like a 3-vessel system to brew in a bag, then they're going all electric. Doing brew in a bag on a gas system sucks ass. It's hard to regulate your temp, and since I only have an 8-gallon capacity, it makes it extremely difficult to hit the volumes that I need, and we are having just god-awful efficiency. So to bump up our efficiency and try to get everything a little bit more on the numbers, we are now using that mash tun that I showed you. We're still going to boil off, do all the same steps. We're just not doing it in a bag until I end up getting like a keg that I turn into a kettle or something like that. But Eli has just shown up. The reason why I'm boiling right now is we didn't hit our strike water temp. I put it in Brewer's Friend, and either I put in something wrong or Brewer's Friend just told me a lie, and we didn't hit our strike water temp. So boiling some water, gonna slowly trickle it in there to try to bring it up to what we're wanting. We're gonna mash at 148 degrees. Since we are using more specialty malts than we normally do, I want to make sure that we get as much as of the fermentable sugars out in the mash. We're using 8 pounds Maris Otter, half pound of Crystal 70 or 80. Well, the bag says 70, 80. And then half pound of brown malt and a quarter pound of chocolate malt. If you guys rather hear things in percentages instead of pounds moving forward, leave a comment, let me know. But we will come back when we finish getting everything up to temp. I'll show you inside the mash tun. It's not much to look at. If you see in a cooler, you see in a cooler. Now imagine water and grains in said cooler. Boom, you know what it looks like inside my mash tun right now. But be back in a few, and we'll go from there. All right, so we are sitting at about 149 degrees in there right now. Our pH level was off, so I hit it with a little bit of baking soda and overshot a little bit. So then I added some acidic lactic acid or citric acid? Lactic acid, that's right. And we are sitting at about 5.2 to 5.4, which is right on the money with what you want. When you are using darker malts, you really need to pay attention to your pH because they are acidic and they will drop your pH down lower than you want. You're looking at from about a 5.2 to 5.4 range. Other than that, you'll end up having some problems with your mash efficiency. All right, so we are starting the boil offing process. Anybody that's been on the channel before, knows anything about brewing, you've seen this done. So since we're doing this, we have come up with a new janky way to keep this fucker in place because I'm not putting vice grips on this cooler. So we will continue to do this until this is running pretty clear. It already looks pretty clear. This is the first one we're doing so far. But we're going to keep doing it until it is actually clear. And then we'll transfer all this over to boil kettle. We'll come back when we start transferring to the boil kettle. All right, we are at a boil. This added 1.5 ounces of bubbles. We're gonna boil for 45 minutes. Then we're gonna add our chiller, some yeast nutrient, Not a whole lot, just a little bit, and a wart clock tablet. And then let it run for another 15 minutes, and then we're gonna start chilling it. And we're gonna ferment in a keg. We just cut off the heat, getting the water cut on to start chilling. We got the immersion chiller in there. It's hard to see, but that's what these lines are going to. And we're gonna chill it down to about 60 degrees. Then we're gonna put it in a keg, pitch our yeast, throw in there, and we're gonna ferment in there at about 60, 65 degrees. And I'll come check on it in about a week to see if it's still bubbling. We'll come back whenever we go to put it into the keg. All right, so we've got the wort in there. We're using Nottingham yeast, gonna pitch 2 packages of it. Well, that concludes our brew day of Sasquatch Brown Ale. When it's done, we should be looking at about a 5% beer. I typically don't brew high ABV beers because I'm the only one around that really seems to like them. And if I got all 3 kegs filled with 8-9% beers, I'm gonna have them forever. So, try to keep them anywhere from 4 to 6%. Next weekend, maybe brewing again, either a stout, an American light lager, or an English best bitter. Y'all let me know in the comments what you would like to see. And if you guys are interested in merch, let me know. If I get enough interest in them, I will get a run of hats made and have them available to everybody. So appreciate y'all watching to the end, looking at this ugly face, wondering what the fuck this guy thinks he's doing, because I wonder the same goddamn thing, to be honest with you. So appreciate y'all joining us, and we'll catch you guys next time.